How's it going, guys? Today is a Wednesday, June 24th of 2026, and it's currently 10:16. And the reason why I'm making the video right now is because I'm looking at price action and I don't want to be here anymore. So I'm just gonna get right into what I did today, what it looks like, and my thought process. Um, Canada's playing today, or today, we're winning. And that's all I had to say. All right, let's get into the video. So let's go on the 4 hour on both indexes. So if you guys traded yesterday, I didn't. There was actually some form of continuation trades that you could have taken, like some classic little into fair value gap and then continuing the trend. I didn't take any of them because I don't know, I just didn't feel like the right setup. But like, honestly, they were probably like 54% good trade. So what I mean is, well, a normal trade, if you go one-to-one RR is 50%. When you follow trend, I go like 51 to 52%. And then, follow some classic theory, I go for 54% chance you get this trade. So I don't think it's a bad trade. And I'm probably even being a little bit severe, or that's not the word, hard on the trade. It's probably even more than that. Okay, so on the 4 hour today, as you can tell right here, these are all 4 hour candles. It's basically what we had yesterday. Although now I'm looking at it and it looks like we might actually be going finally to the draw liquidity that I want Nasdaq to fill as well. ES has already filled this low over here. I noted down the only possible draw liquidity to the upside for the New York session, which is the one up here. And yeah, and then after that I got into the lower time frames because the rest is pretty much irrelevant for my New York session. So let's go into the 15-minute, and this is basically just what I just said, but you can see it much clearer now. We're just ranging. We're basically at the same point we were yesterday. I opened up my charts just like I left them yesterday, and I had candles on my screen, which is not normal. Normally they go to a completely different spot. So it just shows that we've been ranging for a long time now. Am I missing a trade now? That would be something. Maybe we're live trading. No, I'm not missing. Well, listen, I think we're going to get into this clear draw liquidity. It's just I don't have any entry, and look at these candles. It's not ideal for me. So I'm going to skip on any possible trade right now. So yeah, this is what it looks like on Nasdaq on the 1 minute. As you can see, not much of a session really. We go up on Nasdaq, and this gap over here is a 15-minute gap. I'm looking at either if we're going to respect it or disrespect it. At the same time, yes, had taken out this draw liquidity over here, although it's a pretty small draw liquidity. It's just maybe enough for a 2-time confluence. What I mean by that is we have a respect on Nasdaq over here, and we sort of take out a draw liquidity on ES, which kind of like makes us even, oh, look at that, we're coming back down. So yeah, whatever. Yeah, as I was saying, it just makes it better when you have two confluences, even if they're on two indexes. Holy crap, we're dumping now. I don't know, it's just how it goes sometimes. So at 9:30 we go up on both indexes. We go up over here, we form these gaps, and over here I'm looking at either if we're going to respect this huge 1 minute gap over here on Nasdaq and on ES, and we don't. The reason why I didn't take an inversion trade is just because of the range of this gap. It was like, what am I supposed to do? Like take a trade at once we disrespect this gap over here, and where's my stop loss? I need a clear spot for my stop loss. This is the only spot I see, and it gives me a negative RR. This is not a trade I want to take. So instead, I'm looking at either if we're going to go back into a gap formed, and we do. So the only thing tricky about the trade I took, and I'm gonna go into it, as you can see, like right now is probably the only time you see my trade is over here, right? But so if any of you guys know about how I trade, this is pretty classic. It got back up in this 1 minute fair value gap, and the clear draw liquidities have not been hit yet, and we're showing clear signs of going towards it with volatility. So that's how I trade, basically. Oh, look, we took it out now. So maybe I'll cover this on another video, but it's pretty self-explanatory. This draw liquidity was an important draw for this range to stop, right? All of this ranging to stop. So ideally now we get out of here. We go into the next spot that the market wants to go. As I was saying, for my trade, we went into this 1 minute gap, and we had some clear volatility coming back down, and ES was also following the same movement, respecting its own gap. We actually displaced very quickly. I had noted down this draw liquidity because it's also a pretty clean draw liquidity if you look at it on a lower time frame. So I'm like, it's possible we come back to this draw liquidity, but not all the way down here just yet. So as soon as we took this draw liquidity, I waited to see if we were reacting off of it, and sure enough, when I see that the candle doesn't close under it, I'm like, okay, this is a reaction. I'm gonna take partials, and that's where I got the small amount of money that I got today, and I moved my stop loss to break even because it shouldn't have to come back up to my stop loss and to my break-even spot, right? There were no gaps being formed anywhere. Break-even is a safe option here, especially when market is moving in this type of fashion. It's here I found it was okay, especially how fast we're displacing and how little like points this trade is. So it's gonna take maybe 1 or 2 minutes to fill. I found moving to break even was okay. I also knew that maybe market wanted to come back up and fill this 5 minute gap, or 1 minute gap, I'm sorry. Yes, I'd taken out their own draws of liquidity. It was possible that maybe we wanted to come back down and, just like we did, fill the real draw liquidity, and we did. But this is not trading material, right? I'm not gonna trade on price action that looks like this. So pretty straightforward today. Sorry if I'm a bit more quiet. I have to be. There's a bit of a shorter video, a bit of a shorter trade as well, and a bit less money, but we're coming back to the loss that we made last week and the week before that. Slowly but surely, hopefully we could pass this eval. Probably not this month, but I'm looking forward to a real win like we did in the first week of this month. Like I said yesterday, I didn't find any opportunities for me. I saw a few that was possible, but wasn't enough for me. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video, and hopefully I see you guys tomorrow. It's hopefully, like I said, after taking that draw liquidity, we can get out of this range and look for real draws of liquidity and real trades where I make the real money. So hopefully you guys learned a little something today, and I'll see you guys next time.